From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
In motion left goes Allen. Now Thomas. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Thomas will look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And the Bills at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
You talk about this Lions defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They got to be consistent.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Thomas. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Come on. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Here's the Bills' kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He finds his man complete. It's Peters. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Peters. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming out. They'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. To throw is Thomas. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Curtis. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They've got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Now the try here for the point after. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw on second down. Thomas, and right with it here over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Thomas from the gun on third down. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Let's go now.
And Allen's got it. On the move past the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
Ready? Take go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, Shaq.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's going to wind up and air it out. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down and 3. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Bills 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half,
a wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Thomas. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Lions 20, Bills 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Thomas now throwing after the interception. And incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Up the middle they go. Henson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Third down and 9.
Here we go, shot.
Allen, the man in motion left.
Check up.
To throw is Thomas from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a give right side. Henson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go, here we go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a give right side. Henson knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He finds his man complete. It's Saunders. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Thomas. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the bootleg, Thomas. They'll roll him out right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. On play action, they'll throw. And Escobar has it left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
He's got it. It's Escobar. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Peters. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. In motion left goes Allen. Looking to throw again on second down. Thomas. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 25 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, in whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll set up a throw. And he hits his tight end, Escobar. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Peters. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Thomas eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Lions 41, Bills 17.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Thomas operating from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun now on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he's going to have the Bills first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready. Sack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Thomas will look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young